Beginning back near the rear of the field, last minute, Jeff Driscoll in the 75 J.J. Driscoll Electrical Oldsmobile. Starts in 21st for tonight's event. Richie German had to get some parts together for his car. Please welcome the number 10 driver, Richie German in the 10. Sponsored by Travis Auto Repair, Evans Auto Center, Waltz Engineered Sales, and Gene Nichols. Starting 19th to the inside of row number 10, he drives car number 34 from Gloucester, Virginia, Chad Martin with the Martin's Custom Structures, JetSkiBrian.com, and Young's Customs Covers. Starting 18th, they call him Smiley, number 54, Billy Smiley Newman of Hayes, Virginia. Cider Tire, Hops Place, G. Nichols on his Chevrolet. Starting 17th, he started the season driving car number 12 from Norfolk, Virginia, Bobby Spivey in the 71C. Bobby's regular sponsors, Norfolk Marine, Riverside Auto Repair, Atkins Motorsports, T&W Graphics, JT Motorsports, and JL Motorsports. Driving the 3, it is going to be Donnie Holston. Please welcome Donnie Holston, driving in the 16th position tonight. In the 0-1, it's going to be a driver from Mechanicsville, Chris Hott, the Hott's Produce, AM Motorsports, Buick Regal. In 14th, number 35, it is Thomas Marks. Thomas of Seaford with Hampton Roads and Southside Harley-Davidson, Charlie's Auto Repair, Wormley Creek Marina. Starting 13th to the inside of row number 13 is the 15, and that is going to be Bobby Curtis. Please welcome Bobby to Langley Speedway. To the outside of row number 6, he starts 12th. Number 28 from Hampton, Virginia, Jamie Sample. Pomoco Auto Group, Bayport Credit Union, Guaranteed Auto Service, Wilbert's Upholstery, Erica Chico's White Insurance, Anna's Italian Restaurant, G. Nichols, and Colonial DJs. In the 11th position, number 2, Mitch Sarvis Racing, Michael Waters of Norfolk. Dubin Metals, Car Masters, Boyd Automotive, Laura's Rise and Shine Diner on the Chevrolet Monte Carlo. And now your top 10 in qualifying today, and we'll go ahead and let you know exactly where they qualified. Then we'll let you know how they will be inverted for tonight's event. In the top 10, number 36, from Henrico, Virginia, Andrew Condrey, Lewis Racing Synthetics, ArmchairSportsClub.com on the Chevrolet. No stranger to Victory Lane and to Langley Speedway. He's driving the 14. He's from Hampton, Virginia. He's a champion in the past and a champion tonight. Paul Lubno, Keller Williams, Agent Sharon Hare, PC Doctor, Danny's Glass, Hops Place, PPG, and Footsie Circle Shack. In 8th position, to the outside of row number 4, it's going to be 11, and that is going to be Tommy Sweeney of Hampton, Virginia. Sherwood Plumbing, Master Mechanical, Sweeney's Automotive. He also has Mary Kay Denise Byrne, State Farm Agent Sherry Vincent, Atlantic Mechanical, Marty Strickland Racing Engines, A. Hampton Roads Plumbing, Barney's Auto Repair, Sawyer Automotive, Affordable Graphics, and Muggsy's Bar. Tommy Sweeney in the 11. From Seaford, Virginia, number 77, Carl Livingston with Bruce Livingston Custom Builders and Gene Nichols on his Chevrolet Monte Carlo. Now remember, these top 6 will be inverted, but we'll let you know where they qualified. Qualifying in the 6th position today, and that is going to be the 17, Brandon Henson of Newport News, Keith's Body Shop, Gene Nichols, Batika Yo-Yo, Cam's Racing Engines. He's only raced a few times this year, but every time he's been out here, he's been competitive, and he's won some races. From Newport News, Mark Clare, Weeks Construction, Betts Automotive, Hampton Roads Maintenance and Repair, Big Belly's Barbecue, Marty Strickland Racing Engines for the 7 of Mark Clare. One of the best out here from Newport News, 4 championships, 2009, 2010, 11, and 12. Ricky Derrick of Newport News. G. Nichols Carburetors, Distributors, and Rear Ends, One Stop Auto, and 4 Winds Chartering for Ricky Derrick in the 8. Car number 6 from Portsmouth, Virginia, please welcome Sean Scovell, Andy's Welding Service, and Star Machine Race Motors on the Chevrolet Malibu. Front row, the 19, Robbie Parker here at Langley Speedway. Robbie from Chesapeake with FRT Motorsports, No Option Lawn Care, affordable graphics, Charlie High Racing Engines, affordable transmissions, Greer & Associates, Moyoc Automotive on the Chevrolet Monte Carlo, and the guy who had the fastest time today in qualifying from Hampton, Virginia, Mark Fry, Mike Duman Collision on the Chevrolet. Those are the drivers, the 21 machines set to go here at Langley Speedway for this 75-lap event for the Pepsi Grand Stock. Mark Fry, car 29 for the Grand Stocks of Hampton with Mike Duman Collision on a Chevrolet. Time to beat, 17:7:55. 17:6:43. He did it. Mark Fry on top in car 29. 17:6:43.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, stand at this time. Start making some noise. Are you ready for 75 laps? Give us the words we've been waiting for.
Start your engine!
Rock and roll time. Here we go, man. This is going to be one of those races you'll never forget, I assure you. It's the Pepsi Grand Stock. The championship is on the line. And with the call, here's Mike Allen.
Here at Langley Speedway, they're about to turn them loose for 75 laps. The Pepsi Grand Stocks at Langley Speedway. Top six have been inverted after Mark Fry spun the wheel. It was either going to be a 2, a 4, or a 6. Well, he spun a 6. That means he starts back in 6th position. So that means Brandon Henson will be on the front row along with Mark Claire. Second row, Ricky Derrick, Sean Scavell, Robbie Parker, and Mark Fry back in 5th and 6th after the inversion. Carl Livingston 7th, Tommy Sweeney 8th, Paul Lubno 9th, Andrew Condry in the top 10, then Michael Waters, Jamie Sample, Bobby Curtis, Thomas Marks, Chris Hott, Donnie Holston, Bobby Spivey, Billy Newman, Chad Martin, Richie German, and Jeff Driscoll. They all come to life. 75 laps is a long race. They got to use their head. They got to stay smart. 7 and the 17 battle it out up front. Mark Claire, Brandon Henson. Claire gets the lead on the back straightaway. Bumping and banging about halfway through the field here, side-by-side action. Meanwhile, the lap 1 is led by Mark Claire, then Brandon Henson, and Ricky Derrick in the 8. 19, Robbie Parker, then Carl Livingston, 77, followed by the 14 of Paul Lubno, who knows how to get it done at Langley. Two laps completed. Mark Claire, the leader. 3 positions, I should say. Carl Link's ahead of the 17. Brandon Henson. Lap number 3 coming up in lights. Donnie Holston making a move down on the inside of the 35 of Thomas Marks. A little bit further back in the field, also the 10 and 71 go at it. They battle it out. Richie German in the 71 of Bobby Spivey. The 01, Chris Hott. He's on the outside of Billy Newman in the 54 near the rear of the field. They bump on each other. Newman into the side of Chris Hott, 0-1, but he maintains control. 35 right on the back bumper, pushing him Thomas Marks and spins him around. 0-1, Chris Hott gets a piece of it. Caution flag is out for the first time on lap 4. Kind of saw that coming with the 35 and the 01 and 54 going at it hot and heavy. Billy Newman, Thomas Marks, and Chris Hott. When they went in between 1 and 2, they all stacked up and spin out by the 54 Billy Newman. Chris Hott also went down into the dirt down at the bottom of turn number 2. They get the 1 lap to go sign. The St. Leo cone is out. Let's see if anybody chooses to use that and go to the outside. 14, Paul Lubno will be up front on the outside, along with the 29 of Mark Fry, who had the fastest lap today in qualifying. The 10 of Richie German. He loves that cone rule. So does 75, Jeff Driscoll. Jeff started the race back in 20th. Now he'll be up there inside the top 10 on the outside, but it's going to be hard to pass some of those guys. They're all very fast. Mark Claire, Brandon Henson, Ricky Derrick, Robbie Parker, Carl Livingston all on the inside. The 11 of Tommy Sweeney, Sean Scavell in the 6. Looks like he chose to go to the outside. 14, 29, 10, and 71. Sean Scavell at the rear of the field, actually. Back up front, side-by-side action for the second spot. 17, Brandon Henson down on the inside. And that's Paul Lubno on the outside. One of the best out here. Another one of the best right to his inside. Ricky Derrick in the 8 car. Great racing 3 wide at the exit of turn number 2. Tommy Sweeney on the inside. The 10 and the 29 on the outside. Richie German moves up ahead of the 11 and 29. And Mark Fry has got the 71 down on his inside. Bobby Spivey looking racy tonight in the 71. Bobby from Norfolk. Side-by-side action continues up front with Lubno on the outside of Brandon Henson as they continue to race door to door. Mark Claire's pulling away. He's got 4 car lengths on these guys. Brandon Henson trying to wheel his way to the inside of the 14 of Lubno. Lubno hanging tough, looking strong on the outside tonight. 7 laps completed out of 75. Robbie Parker all over the back end of the 8, gets an 8 loose. Ricky Derrick and slides underneath him to make the pass. That is for 4th position. Meanwhile, Lubno loses patience with the 17 of Brandon Henson. He's all over his back bumper that last time between 1 and 2. Now Robbie Parker to the inside of the 8 of Ricky Derrick. That's a battle for 4th. 9 laps completed here at Langley Speedway. And the 7 of Mark Claire with a 6 car length advantage over the 17 of Brandon Henson. Then about a car length and a half back to Lubno. 6 car lengths back to Ricky Derrick, holding off the challenge of the 19 to his inside. Robbie Parker. Carl Livingston up there in the top 6. Then Richie German, Tommy Sweeney, Mark Fry, Bobby Spivey. Spivey being challenged by the 36 of Andrew Condrey. Condrey snakes to the inside. Condrey and Bobby Spivey continue to battle it out just ahead of the 28 of Jamie Sample. Jamie in 12th position. Now Jamie's going to try and make the pass on Bobby Spivey. Bobby the 71 on the outside. Here goes Jamie Sample down low. He's got the 2 in his rear view. That's Michael Waters. Waters now gets to the inside of Spivey to move up and possibly take over 12th position. And he does make the pass. Spivey on the outside. 15 next in line. Bob Curtis in the red 15. Mark Fry qualified the fastest today. He's up there in 9th position after the invert. He got shuffled back a little bit. Of course, we've had 1 caution flag. That happened on lap 4 with Billy Newman spinning between 1 and 2. 15 to the inside of Spivey. Once again, Bob Curtis. So after 14 laps, Mark Claire leads. Brandon Henson, Paul Lubno, Robbie Parker, Carl Livingston top 5. Then Ricky Derrick, Richie German, Tommy Sweeney, Mark Fry, and Andrew Condrey. Jamie Sample 11th. 12th, Michael Waters. 13th, Bobby Curtis. Bobby Spivey in 14th. Then Thomas Marks 15th. Donnie Holston 16th. Sean Scavell 17th. Chris Hott, the 01 18th. Jeff Driscoll, 75 19th. And a span between 1 and 2. And again, it's Billy Newman and the 34 this time. Chad Martin get together, bringing out our second caution flag on lap 16, it looks like.
7 will be your leader, 75. Clear up to 75.
Billy Newman, his second spin tonight in between 1 and 2. This time it's with the 34 of Chad Martin. Billy gets it turned around, so does Chad. A little bit of liquid down there, it looks like, in between 1 and 2. '71 Bobby Spivey on pit road, along with the 01 of Chris Hott. Now the 15 comes down pit road. That's Bobby Curtis. All right, looks like the 10, Richie German's going to jump out there to the outside along with the 29 of Mark Fry, 36 of Andrew Condrey, and the 2 of Michael Waters, and the 6, Sean Scavell. After he fell back earlier in the race, he's made some adjustments, and he looks a little racy too tonight. He's on the outside of the 8 of Ricky Derrick. Up front, it's going to be Mark Claire, Brandon Henson, Paul Lubno, Robbie Parker, Carl Livingston to the inside. Back underway on lap 16. They race door to door all the way back to about the 15th position back there. The 10 of Richie German on the outside of Brandon Henson battling it out for the second spot. Sideways, he slings his car. Richie German looking racy tonight in that 10. 14, Lubno back in the 4th position. Staying right there with the 17, Brandon Henson. 77, Carl Livingston goes underneath the 29 of Mark Fry. Sideways, Ricky Derrick makes the pass on Fry. Ricky Derrick, now the 36 of Andrew Condrey will battle Mark Fry. But up front, Lubno challenging the 10 of Richie German for that 3rd position. Also, Robbie Parker comes underneath him, follows the bumper of Paul Lubno. Very tight racing up front, the 19, 77, and 14 going at it. Robbie Parker gets underneath Lubno on the back straightaway. The 10 looks like he might have tagged the wall a little bit. Here goes the 36 with some smoke coming from underneath it, just a little bit. Great racing with the 19 and 14. Lubno on the outside. Now the 77 underneath Lubno. Carl Livingston as they battle for 4th. This is some exciting racing. This Grand Stock division never disappoints. Never does. Livingston underneath Lubno. The 10 of Richie German makes it 3 wide. Dives underneath Livingston on the back straightaway. Lubno falls back. Now he's got the 8 to his inside, and that's Ricky Derrick. They come up on the slow car, the 34 of Chad Martin, who goes into the pits. Now Richie German to the inside of Carl Livingston. They got a drag race going on for that 4th position. Lubno back in the 6th position following these 2. Then Ricky Derrick. So after 23 laps, Mark Claire leads Brandon Henson, Robbie Parker, Richie German, Carl Livingston, then Lubno, Derrick, Fry, Condrey, and Sweeney. Paul Lubno not giving up. He dives back underneath the 77 of Livingston. Lubno battles Carl Livingston for a 5th place. And here goes the 8, Ricky Derrick. He gets up, wants a piece of the action. Follows the tire tracks of Paul Lubno. And on his back bumper, the 29 of Mark Fry, who qualified the fastest today on the pole. Great action here at Langley Speedway for the Pepsi Grand Stocks. Pepsi night at the races in this 75-lap race. 50 laps to go. Mark Fry doing battle with the 77 again. Carl Livingston. They're just outside the top 5, following the 8 of Ricky Derrick. Derrick in 6th position. Andrew Condrey trying to race with the 77 now. Ricky Derrick came into tonight's event with 1 win, but leading the points by about 8 over Robbie Parker with 5 wins this year. Richie German running for the Rookie of the Year, 3rd in the points. Brandon Henson, and currently 2nd place. He's 4th in points. Jamie Sample 5th in the points. Jamie back there in 11th position. Then Andrew Condrey, Michael Waters, Sean Scavell, Carl Livingston, and Donnie Holston also running for the Rookie of the Year, and he's 10th in the points. Wins this year from Ricky Derrick, Robbie Parker, Tommy Sweeney has 1 win, and 3 this year for Mark Claire, who currently leads and looks for win number 4 after 75 laps. But closing in on his back bumper is the Keith's Body Shop 17, Brandon Henson, who's 3 car lengths behind. The 10, the 14, the 8, the 29. That is 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. What a race so far it's been. Jamie Sample now with his hands full of Sean Scavell in the 6th. Sean trying to take 11th away. Thought Ricky Derrick might be more of a challenger tonight. He's back there in the 6th position, following the 14 of Lubno, but some of the best drivers out here in this Grand Stock division. You see how even they are in speed, and the average speed is about 78 miles an hour here for the Grand Stock division. Chris Hott, 0-1. He's still got a fast car. There's the 2 of Michael Waters going underneath. Jamie Sample in the 28, and he will try and pick up 11th position. Well, actually, with Sean Scavell up there in 11th, that is for 12. Richie German and Lubno and Derrick and Fry and Livingston and the 36 of Andrew Condrey, nose to tail with a great race. And that is from 4th on back. Top 3, Mark Claire, Brandon Henson, Robbie Parker, the 19. And Robbie Parker about a half a straightaway ahead of these guys racing. Lubno got a little loose that time between 3 and 4. Ricky Derrick, he gets a shot in the back end by the 29 of Mark Fry. Watching these guys, anything can happen with the 10, the 14, the 8, the 29, and 77. And now, once again, Andrew Condrey gets up into this action. And Andrew back in 9th position. In 10th, Tommy Sweeney, then Sean Scavella in 6th. He is in 11th. 35 out of 75 laps completed. And Richie German might be holding up these guys a little bit. Lubno, the PC Doctors logo in the back bumper, just ahead of the 8 of Ricky Derrick. They keep bumping and banging on each other. Something's bound to happen. Now it looks like Richie German has pulled away 2 car lengths ahead of Lubno. Lubno in 5th position. Carl Livingston, 8th position to 77. And now Andrew Condrey has joined this big battle. He's up there in 9th. Starting to lap some machines here at Langley Speedway. Bobby Spivey has gone a lap down. He's now in 18th. Mark Claire leads, Brandon Henson, Robbie Parker, Richie German, Paul Lubno. They're nose to tail. Ricky Derrick, Mark Fry, Carl Livingston, Andrew Condrey. Then Tommy Sweeney in the 11. He's about 6 car lengths behind the 36 of Andrew Condrey. Billy Newman, he's been caught up in a couple of spins. The 2 caution flags we've had, he goes to the outside of the 75 of Jeff Driscoll, or tries to. Great battle between the 14, 8, and 29. Rages on, and here goes Mark Fry to the inside of Ricky Derrick. Meanwhile, hard in the wall, Lubno, he gets hit. 36 slams into him. Lubno, something broke, and he slammed the wall at the exit of turn number 4. Also cars involved, the 36 and the 77 of Carl Livingston. Hard impact, and some fire underneath the 14 of Lubno on the back straightaway. Man, what impact we just had. You heard it, you felt it right here on the front straightaway. As Lubno, something underneath the machine broke. He slammed the wall. He got tagged a couple of times. 77, Carl Livingston, and the 36 of Andrew Condrey. Red flag comes out. Everybody comes to a stop. And Andrew Condrey, his car all torn up on the right side as he makes it into the pits. Lubno, look at the damage on Lubno's car, the 14, but he's able to steer it into the pits. And he will go behind the wall. The whole right side and the whole wheel, right wheel, is off the car. Lubno with a lot of damage, and he was up there just inside or outside the top 5.
Nobody can work on the car, guys.
And it's a red flag. Nobody can work on the car, so they let them know about that. They got the fire engine over there just in case there's a fire underneath Lubno's car. But everybody just taking a look at the automobile. They cannot work on it because we're under red flag condition. And I don't know that they can fix anything on that 14. That thing is torn completely up after something broke, and he slammed the wall hard at the exit of 4 right here on the front straightaway. But we see Paul Lubno out of the car. Looks like Paul Lubno is okay. That's good news.
With a didgeridoo, you can take some photos worth untagging, wake up with face paint on, or invent a new language you speak only when you're...
But Dale Jr. ready to get some wins before the chase is done as he starts the race on the pole. Mark Claire will lead the field back. In car number 7, Brandon Henson, the 17, the 19, Robbie Parker, Richie German in the 10 and the 8, Ricky Derrick. And Ricky's going to give it a shot on the outside, uses the St. Leo pole in the cone. He'll be up there next to the guy that's racing up front, the 7 of Mark Claire. We'll see what he can do on the outside. Couple of the other cars choosing to use the cone include the 15 of Bobby Curtis. He's back there in 4th on the outside of Richie German. You got the 2 of Michael Waters just in front of him as they come back to the green. Sean Scavell also chose to use the cone. Mark Claire takes over where he left off. That's up front. Then Brandon Henson, a side-by-side battle between the 8 and the 19. Robbie Parker on the inside and Ricky Derrick up high. Ricky Derrick looking a little tough on the outside, but he will fall back in line behind the 19 of Robbie Parker and take over the 4th position ahead of the 10 of Richie German. Then it's the 29 of Mark Fry, Sean Scavell in the 6, and the 11 of Tommy Sweeney up there in the top 10. 28 Jamie Sample and the 2 of Michael Waters behind the 11. Robbie Parker gains up some speed again on the back straightaway. Comes up to the back bumper on the 17 of Brandon for that 2nd spot. Mark Fry all over the 10 of Richie German for that position, and that is for the 5th position. Side-by-side action again, the 17 and the 19 for 2nd. Henson on the outside, Parker down low. Bumping and banging at the exit of turn 4. Ricky Derrick, he's getting a good show. Looking out his windshield at the 17 and the 19. Now he's going to try and pass the 17. Looks on the inside now between 3 and 4. Gets up to the rear quarter panel on the 17 of Brandon Henson. Dives down low between 1 and 2. Right up next to him. They're side by side for that 3rd spot. Great race behind these guys. The 10 and 29 battle it out. Side by side once again for the 3rd spot. Ricky Derrick trying to take it away. He knows the laps are winding down. It's lap 46 of 75. Mark Claire, Robbie Parker, Brandon Henson, Ricky Derrick, and Richie German top 5. Then Mark Fry, Sean Scavell, Tommy Sweeney, Jamie Sample, Michael Waters in the top 10. Then Donnie Holston, Chris Hott, Bobby in the number 15, Bobby Curtis, Thomas Marks, Bobby Spivey, Billy Newman, Paul Lubno out, along with Carl Livingston, Andrew Condrey, Jeff Driscoll, and Chad Martin in the number 34. 17, 8, 10, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Betts Automotive number 7, Mark Claire, out where he wants to be, out front. He got lucky tonight after Mark Fry spun the wheel, spun a 6. Mark Fry's had to work his way back up through the traffic. He's now in 6th position. Mark Claire started the race, or would have started the race in 5th, but after the inversion, started on the outside front row and has not looked back once the race began. Mark Claire of Newport News with Weeks Construction, Betts Automotive, Hampton Roads Maintenance and Repair, Big Belly's Barbecue Catering, Marty Strickland Racing Engines. Robbie Parker driving that 19 from Chesapeake with FRT Motorsports, No Option Lawn Care, Affordable Graphics, and Charlie Hire Racing Engines. As this battle rages on between the 28 and the 2, Jamie Sample and Michael Waters, that is for 9th. Waters comes up to the back end on the number 28, follows him very closely now between 1 and 2. Caution flag is out for the 71 with a problem, Bobby Spivey. He was back there in 15th, and engine letting go on the 71, bringing out our caution flag. And our 4th caution flag comes out on lap 52. As the 7 Mark Claire will lead, the 19 Robbie Parker, 17 Brandon Henson, the 8 Ricky Derrick. The 10's going to go to the outside, Richie German, along with Sean Scavell in the 6. And the 2 of Michael Waters. Those drivers, the only 3 that will be to the outside. Mark Claire, Robbie Parker, the 17, Brandon Henson, the 8 of Ricky Derrick, and the 29, Mark Fry on the inside, along with Tommy Sweeney in the 11, 28, Jamie Sample, Donnie Holston in car 3, 01, Chris Hott, 15, Bobby Curtis. .35 Thomas Marks in the 54. We're back underway. Richie German gets right in between the 7 and the 19. He's in 2nd spot. 1, 2, and 3. Mark Claire, Richie German, the 19, Robbie Parker, then the 17, Brandon Henson. Ricky Derrick up there in 5th as he holds off the challenge to the outside by the 6 of Sean Scavell, who's now to the outside of Mark Fry. They bump off each other. Now get very close between 1 and 2. Tommy Sweeney now under the 6 of Sean Scavell. And here goes Jamie Sample. He will try and follow as closely as he can behind the 11. Now gets tucked up under the 6 of Scavell. .54 laps out of 75 completed. 4 Carlings separate 1st and 2nd. Mark Claire back to the 10 of Richie German, having a great season and a good run again tonight. Richie German running for the Rookie of the Year. Looks like he's going to have it wrapped up. This is the championship battle, but he gets hit by the 19 and slid out of the way a little bit at the exit of turn 4. Robbie Parker wants to get up there and challenge the 7 if he can make the pass on the 10 of Richie German, but Richie's hanging tough, even though he is a rookie. 3rd in the points. 1 win for Ricky Derrick, 5 for Robbie Parker, 1 for Tommy Sweeney, 3 for Mark Claire. It could be 4 after the end of the night. Parker getting a little impatient with the 10 of Richie German. Looks on the inside again, couldn't quite make it stick on the bottom. And Brandon Henson all over the back end of the 19, too. 3rd and 4th. Great grand stock racing here at Langley Speedway. The 10, the 19, the 17, and 19, Robbie Parker spins around the 10 of Richie German and gets hit. The 10 gets hit by Sean Scavell. And Richie German, who was up there in a great position in 2nd, and running for the Rookie of the Year, gets tagged after he spins around and gets hit by the 19 of Robbie Parker. 58 laps into a 75-lap race. Richie German and Sean Scavell in the 6. On the back straightaway, our 5th caution flag. After the 10 spun around, 6 had nowhere to go, got into him, and caused a lot more damage to the 10 of Richie German. Richie German had to fight his way up through the rear of the field and get up there into the top 3. And then at the exit of 2, once again, he got punted by the 19. There's damage on that right side. Well, after looking at the replay, it definitely looked blatant, and the officials will move the 19 of Robbie Parker back to the rear of the field for aggressive driving. Billy Newman is going to go up and try it on the outside. We'll see what he can do. He's been involved in 2 spins tonight, 2 cautions. Once again, Robbie Parker had to go to the rear of the field for rough, aggressive driving. When he got into the 10 of Richie German, spun him around and put him out of this event. To the inside of the 54, it's going to be Mark Claire. 17, Brandon Henson. The 8, Ricky Derrick. And we're back underway. Tommy Sweeney in 4th. A rough start for the 28 of Jamie Sample. They all dive underneath and make the pass on him. Up front, Mark Claire taking over where he left off, and he's 2.5 car lengths ahead of the 17. Brandon Henson, that 17, staying ahead of the 8 of Ricky Derrick, then the 11 of Tommy Sweeney. Billy Newman to the outside of the 2 of Michael Waters, who dives underneath between turns 1 and 2. Then the 0-1 Chris Hott, 29 Mark Fry, 19 Robbie Parker working his way back up through the field. And Jamie Sample is into the pits in the 28. 19 Robbie Parker now dives underneath the 29 of Mark Fry, trying to move up. Gets a good head of steam down the back straightaway. But there's the 0-1 Chris Hott down low, which blocks his advance. And he's now about 2 car lengths off the back bumper of the 29 of Mark Fry now, as they try and work their way up into a good finish. Lap 61 of 75. Mark Fry makes the move on Billy Newman. Here goes the 19, Robbie Parker, side by side with Newman, and he makes the pass at the exit of 4. 62 laps completed. It is Mark Claire leading Brandon Henson, Ricky Derrick, Tommy Sweeney, and Michael Waters top 5. Mark Fry in 6th. 7th, Robbie Parker in 8th. Billy Newman, 9th. Chris Hott, 10th. Bobby Curtis, then Thomas Marks in 35. Jamie Sample out of this event. It looks like we have about 9 cars out. 28, Jamie Sample, Richie German in the 10, Sean Scavella in 6, Donnie Holston in the 3, Bobby Spivey 71, Paul Lubno 14, Carl Livingston 77, Andrew Condry 36, Jeff Driscoll 75, and Chad Martin in 34, all out. Great battle here between the 15 down low, racing with Billy Newman at the exit of turn number 2. That is for the 9th position. 35, Thomas Marks watching these 2 guys out his windshield. Some great action tonight in the Grand Stock Division, and only 10 laps to go for Mark Claire. Has anybody got anything for him? The Keith's Body Shop 17 or the 8 of Ricky Derrick? Mark Claire in the 7 from Newport News. 54 off the pace, Billy Newman. Mark Claire continues to lead. In Weeks Construction, Betts Automotive, Hampton Roads Maintenance and Repair, the Big Bellies Barbecue, and the Marty Strickland, number 7. Brandon Henson in the 2nd spot. Brandon sponsored by Keith's Body Shop, Gene Nichols, Batiki Yo-Yo, Cam's Racing Engines. Then Ricky Derrick in the 8, leading the championship. Gene Nichols, One Stop Auto, 4 Winds Chartering for the 8, Ricky Derrick, 3rd spot. Then the 11 of Tommy Sweeney, Tommy of Hampton with Sherwood Plumbing, Masters Mechanical, Sweeney's Automotive, Marty K, or Mary K, and that's Denise Byrne helping him out. Great race between the 2, 29 and 19. Billy Newman is out officially now in the 54. Well, Michael Waters and Mark Fry and the 19 Robbie Parker with a good battle back here. And they are racing for the 5th position, trying to get up there into the top 5. Fry just about pushing the 2, and the 19 diving on the inside of Mark Fry now between 1 and 2. Couldn't make it stick. And Fry doing all he can to get up there into the top 5. Makes a move underneath the 2 of Michael Waters for 5th. Robbie Parker going to try and follow him through in that 19. Gets the 29 a little sideways that time. 4 laps to go for Mark Claire. Brandon Henson, Ricky Derrick, Tommy Sweeney, Mark Fry. Holding off the challenge of the 19 and the 2 now will be his biggest task. 7 and 17, the 2 leaders. Mark Fry, Mark Claire, Brandon Henson separated by a car length and a half. Henson closing in on Mark Claire at the end of this race. The white flag is about to be displayed in Mark Claire's windshield. Final lap of the race for the 75-lap event, the Pepsi Grand Stock Division at Langley Speedway. Brandon Henson, his last chance to make a move on the 7 of Mark Claire. Can he catch him? Separated by a car length and a half. Time is running out. Checkered flag is in the air, and Mark Claire is going to see it first. He wins at Langley Speedway. Mark Claire wins over Brandon Henson, Ricky Derrick, Tommy Sweeney. Mark Fry holds off Robbie Parker at the end. Michael Waters in 7th. 8th position, Chris Hott. In 9th, Thomas Marks. Bobby Curtis in the 10th position. Billy Newman, he finishes in 11th after his day is done. Jamie Sample, 12th. Richie German ends up in 13th. Sean Scavell, 14th. Donnie Holston, 15th. 16th, Bobby Spivey. Paul Ludno ends up 17th. Then Carl Livingston, 18th. Andrew Contry is 19th. Jeff Driscoll, 75, was 20th. Chad Martin at the rear of the field in 34, and he completed 21 laps out of 75. All those drivers on the lead lap include Mark Claire, the winner of this event, Brandon Henson, Ricky Derrick, Tommy Sweeney, Mark Fry, Robbie Parker, Michael Waters, then Chris Hott, Thomas Marks, and Bobby Curtis. All the drivers in the top 10 on the lead lap. Ricky Derrick, that number 8, he's going to be a happy man to get another championship at Langley Speedway. Officials said no burnouts, but Mark Fry, he got the message. Ricky Derrick didn't seem to get that message, but you know he's happy. He's got a championship. He's a happy man in that 8, and so is the 7 of Mark Claire, who will win for the 4th time in 2013.
And being the official soft drink and water of Langley through 2015. Mark Claire will join us here in Victory Lane. Thanks to Pepsi, ladies and gentlemen, 4-time winner 2013, car number 7, Mark Claire. Here's a cool one. Okay, I was alluding to the fact that, we're not young chickens anymore, and you're just a day or two over 25, but normally you come out here and run a 40-lapper. What was a 75-lapper like for Mark Claire?
Man, it was tiring, man. I was getting tired in that car. I didn't think I was going to get hot in there. I didn't take no water or nothing. Sitting over there when they had the red flag, man, I started getting hot over there, and the car wasn't even running. And I said, man, we got all these laps. We just ran one race. Now we got a whole nother one. I said, man, I was just praying that the car would stay together. Nothing would break because we ain't run 75 with these yet. And I'll tell you, Brent Henson was right there at the end. He was right there, and I'm proud of him, man. I'll tell you, man, this car, Marty Strickland does a good job on the motor. The Weeks family, man, I can't say no more about them. I mean, they just keep this thing running, and he's teasing me today. He says, Mark, is there anything you ain't got that's broke? And I said, just the car.
I tell you what, 75 laps, and was there any concerns at all in that race, fuel or tires or anything of that nature, because you put the car to the test with 75 laps?
Yeah, I mean, usually I was burning 10 gallons of gas, and the last race only burned 6, so I don't know if it's the temperature in the air or what, and I said, man, I don't know. If we get a lot of cautions, we might run out of gas, I don't know, but hopefully it made it here, so it's good. The tires were giving up a little bit at the end, but I think everybody else was too, and I didn't really want to set the pace of the race. When I qualified 5th, I was real happy. I said, man, I could just ride for 40 and then race the last, 35. But when you get out front, you got to kind of set the pace. And, man, I'll tell you, if you let them get on your bumper, they're going to use it, and they're going to take it from you. So I was a little concerned that I overran it a little bit. I usually, take my time and let the car, last. But I don't know. I think but it got me here, so that's what matters, I guess.
Well, you certainly got here, and our congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Your most recent winner, one of the biggest Grand Stock races in years, 75 laps. Here he is, Mark Claire, and our friends from Pepsi here this evening. This race kind of summarizes 2013, consistency. You've won one race this year. You've had multiple wins and championships before, but being there at the end, you ran a smart race tonight. Was that your strategy going in?
Over a little bit.
I mean, you tried to put it up there, but you did a great job.
Thank you. Yeah, that was part of our strategy to ride. The car wasn't good enough to win, but consistency definitely helped us get this one this year. We struggled all year, and if it wasn't for some bad luck with Robbie Parker, he'd be standing here right now. But that's racing. That's the way it goes. Anything can happen at any time. I got to think.
Now, see, we got more light on you so you can sell more videos. But I'm sorry. Go ahead. You got a lot of people to thank.
Yeah. First off, I want to dedicate this to one of my real good friends, John Brown. I said it last week. He passed away July 5th. That was my main man. He's always with me, and I know he's upstairs looking down on me right now, so he didn't miss this one either. I miss you, John. I got to thank Gene Nichols. Without that man, I definitely couldn't be here right now. George Coleman for building me one hell of an engine. I thank my dad, my mom, my grandpa for coming out every week. Thomas, Jeff Sweeney, Randy Akers, his wife that comes out. Chris Conley come out today and help me. Brandy, my son Jacob. Gene Nichols again. Look at him. They're pointing at him. I got to thank One Stop Auto, Mark Simpson Painting. I got to thank all the fans for coming out here. Without them, we wouldn't be able to be here. Wondering who I'm forgetting. There's always somebody I'm forgetting.
Well, you have another chance to wrap it up, obviously, November 9th at the Hampton Roads Convention Center. You get to come to the banquet. That's a great thing. And, man, what a great job for you and your team. Car looks great, and you're a champion.
I got to thank John McMasters. He's been helping me the last couple weeks. That man definitely helped me get to where I was at the end of the season. I think Thomas Wilson, too. I can't remember if I remembered his name or not. But five in a row. It's unbelievable.
5-time champion, everybody. 2013 Pepsi Grand Stock champion, Ricky Derrick.